Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking some genuinely surprising updates for August 2026 regarding your Social Security, your taxes, and your government benefits. We're pulling these essential details straight from the American Retiree's Money Playbook. Now, whether you're already receiving benefits or you're planning for the near future, there is a whole lot shifting right now. Some of it is actually better than expected, and some of it, well, it's a bit of an unexpected trap. So grab a notepad and let's dive right in. Here's our roadmap for today. First up, the 2027 COLA update. Second, a hidden tax trap. Third, direct express card changes. And finally, some crucial SSI and Medicare dates you need to mark on your calendar. Let's get to it. All right, starting with Section 1, the 2027 COLA update, lower projections, better reality. So the Social Security cost of living adjustment for 2027 just got a highly discussed downgrade. Earlier this year, independent analyst Mary Johnson was projecting that the 2027 COLA would come in at a pretty exciting 4.7%. But after July's cooling inflation data came out, that projection dropped to 3.7%. Meanwhile, the Senior Citizens League is holding firm at a 3.8% estimate. So realistically, we're looking at a raise somewhere between 3.7% and 3.8% this coming January. But what does that percentage actually translate to in real money for you? Well, to put that into perspective, on a current average benefit of $2,071 a month, a 3.7 to 3.8% increase still adds roughly $77 to $79 per month to your check. That means you're looking at somewhere between $924 and $948 more per year. Now, while that might be a bit lower than the earlier projections, it's still meaningfully higher than the 2.8% raise we saw back in 2026. Now, seeing a full percentage point drop in your projected raise, that might immediately trigger some alarm bells. You're probably wondering, wait, is a lower COLA actually bad news? It's a great question, and honestly, it's the exact question most of the mainstream news coverage is completely missing right now. Here's the absolute crucial point to remember. Social Security COAs are tied directly to inflation. A smaller COLA during that official July to September measurement period just means that prices didn't rise as fast as they did earlier in the year. So what you might lose in a slightly smaller benefit raise, you're gaining back in genuine price relief on your groceries, your energy bills, you name it. It is far better to budget conservatively around this realistic 3.7% to 3.8% figure and actually enjoy cooling inflation, rather than suffering through punishing prices just to get a bigger raise on paper. Moving on to Section 2, the hidden tax trap, when a raise costs you money. A recent Motley Fool analysis threw up a huge red flag, warning that millions of seniors are walking straight into a hidden tax trap because of this new COLA projection. To understand exactly why, we have to define something called provisional income. This is the exact calculation the IRS uses to figure out if your Social Security benefits are taxable. It works like this. You take all your non-Social Security income, so we're talking pension payments, IRA withdrawals, investments, interest, and then you add exactly 50% of your annual Social Security benefit. That combined total right there, that's your provisional income. And here's where the danger lies. The government's incredibly rigid income thresholds. Believe it or not, these static tax lines haven't been changed or indexed to inflation since 1993. If your provisional income crosses $25,000 as a single filer or $32,000 as a married couple, bam, up to 50% of your Social Security benefit suddenly becomes subject to federal income tax. And if you cross $34,000 as a single or $44,000 married, up to 85% of your benefit becomes taxable. Let's break down the math on this trap, because it's a real eye-opener. Imagine a senior sitting comfortably just below the line with a provisional income of $24,500. A simple 3.7% COLA raises their total benefit, which only adds $370 to their IRS calculation. But here's the catch. That tiny $370 addition instantly pushes their total provisional income right over the $25,000 threshold. Just like that, federal taxes are triggered on their Social Security for the very first time. Now, if you're sitting within 1,000 or 2 of those thresholds, don't panic just yet. Before you go filing your estimated taxes next year, wait for your official December Social Security notice to run your exact new numbers. If you find you are being pushed over the edge, absolutely speak to a tax advisor about utilizing the standard deduction for seniors. This offers an extra $6,000 for a single filer or $12,000 for a married couple where both are 65 or older. It reduces your adjusted gross income and could potentially offset the COLA's tax effect entirely. Okay, Section 3, Direct Express Card Changes, Crucial Banking Updates. This next one is a huge deal for about 3.6 million Americans who receive government benefits without a traditional bank account, and it requires your immediate attention. The federal government is officially transitioning the Direct Express debit card program away from Commerce Bank. The whole shebang is now being handed over to Fifth Third Bank. New enrollees are already getting Fifth Third Bank cards, and existing cardholders are in the middle of this transition as we speak. The government has been crystal clear on this one. To avoid any disruption to your benefits during this changeover, you absolutely must watch your mail carefully this month. You're keeping an eye out for the official transition letter. It's going to explain exactly when your new card will arrive, what happens to your current balance, and the specific steps required to activate the new account. Please do not ignore this mail, or you risk losing access to your funds during the switch. Of course, you know how it goes. Whenever the government sends out official mail, the scammers are right on their heels. Fraudulent letters are already circulating out there, claiming to be from government programs. Do not call random numbers printed on envelopes or letters if you aren't 100% sure about them. If you get a letter and you want to verify it's legitimate, call this official Direct Express number directly, 1-800-333-1795. The transition itself is very real, so just make sure you're completing the steps safely. Finally, Section 4. SSI and Medicare deadlines. Key dates to remember. Timing is literally everything for the 7.5 million Americans receiving supplemental security income, as well as those utilizing Medicare. Let's clear up some calendar confusion right now. Because August 1st fell on a Saturday, if you receive SSI, your August benefit was actually deposited early, back on July 31st. That means there is no new SSI payment in August. That July 31st deposit has to cover this entire month. Your next regular deposit won't arrive until September 1st. And looking just a bit further down the road, Medicare open enrollment is rapidly approaching and officially opens on October 15th. Because Medicare open enrollment creates an absolute frenzy, August is basically your last call to get ahead of the pack. Use this August downtime to contact your state's SHIP program. That's the State Health Insurance Assistance Program. It's completely free, and they provide unbiased counselors to help you review your current plan and compare alternatives. Do not wait until September, folks, because those appointments fill up incredibly fast once enrollment season pressure kicks in. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? Between shifting COLA projections that demand conservative budgeting, those hidden 1993 tax thresholds that could suddenly apply to you, and the major banking migrations for Direct Express users, we really have to ask, is your retirement budget truly ready for the realities of 2027? Take this time right now to run your numbers, check your mail, and take proactive control of your financial playbook before the new year arrives. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.